Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about underhand grip rowing. So it's this idea while on the rowing machine, instead of taking a traditional grip with the handle, we're taking our hands underneath, grabbing the handle from around the back, and pulling in this way. So you might have seen this in the gym with some people doing it. You might have even tried it yourself. Now, what we need to do is really analyze the benefits and maybe not so benefits that we get from doing this underhand motion. Now, do I personally recommend underhand rowing from the get-go? Not really. And here's the reason why. So when we're rowing and we're taking our grip underneath us, what we're doing right away is we're supinating our hands, which means that we're taking our hands from a palms down position into a palms up position. And by doing so, what we're doing is we're actually activating our biceps right away, because one of the functions of our biceps muscles is to supinate our hands out. And the rowing stroke, yes, it is a full body motion, but most of the power from the rowing strokes is coming from our legs, our core, and our back. And the last thing that we want if we're trying to row for long continuous distances or perform at a high intensity, the last thing we want to do is have our arms be a limiting factor. And by having our wrists flip downward, our palms facing up to the sky, we're activating our biceps every single stroke much more than if we took a traditional rowing grip. Another issue with the underhand type of rowing is that we're putting a potential strain on not only our finger flexors, but also our wrist flexor muscles as well. When we start to fatigue, a tendency that can happen is while we're rowing, trying to get more performance out of our arms, we can actually end up starting to flex our wrists to get our forearm muscles involved in order to make the strokes happen to prevent the onset of fatigue. But what this does is continuously stressing our wrist and finger flexors as well as those forearm muscles long-term can lead to tendinitis on the medial elbow, which is an excruciating pain that can take a long time to recover. By keeping our palms facing down and rowing with a regular grip, we're taking these wrist flexor muscles out of the equation. So what is a potential benefit of doing this underhand motion? Well, like we talked about earlier, you are getting a lot more arm activation. But when it comes to performance long term, yes, your arms are going to start burning before the rest of your body. Your wrist flexors, your forearm muscles, they're going to start hurting before your legs, before your back, before your core, because legs are a much bigger muscle than your arms and your forearms and your finger flexors. When we're in this position that's looking to engage those muscles so early on and all the time, that's going to start fatiguing. So if you want to row long term for long workouts, perform at a high intensity, I'll always recommend keeping your palms downward. If you're looking for a little bit more arm tonnage, maybe on some recovery strokes, the palms facing up action is the way to go. But if you're ever looking to translate what you do here into an actual boat, good luck trying to row in an actual boat with that underhand motion. It's just not going to happen. That's not how rowing works. So if you're looking to eventually try to take your rowing into boats on the water, always keep it with that overhand form, so we can get the most out of our legs, core, and back muscles and limit the use of our arms as much as possible. Because the last thing we want to do is fatigue our arms when our legs, core, and back still have more energy in the tank. So guys, that's my take on underhand rowing. I really don't recommend it. You know, using our arms for the rowing machine is sort of the last thing we really want to do. This machine is built for your legs and back for the most part, even though, yes, it is a full body motion. But there's lots of other arm exercises you can do if you're really trying to tone up your arms. So, if you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like and let me know down in the comments below. If you've got questions, let me know as well. And I'll see you guys next video.